Hello students, continuing our discussion on different types of drilling machine. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about portable drilling machine, sensitive drilling machine, upright drilling machine and automatic drilling machine. Now continuing to next and most important machine, that is the radial drilling machine. So let us have a look at simple radial drilling machine and the different parts available on it. So let us further summarize. This bottom portion, as we have discussed, is called as the base, above which workpiece is set. This vertical section is called as the column. Now on this column, at the top portion, motor is provided. Now as we have discussed in sensitive drilling machine, with this vertical column table is attached, but in the case of radial drilling machine, with this vertical column, the part attached is called as the radial arm, and this radial arm can be rotated about this vertical column based on requirement. And this radial arm consists of the feed handle and also it has the ways provided on this radial arm for movement in the horizontal direction. So these are the basic parts available on the radial drilling machine. Similarly, if we say on this head section, the different parts also available such as spindle, chuck and drill. So now if we discuss about the movement that are possible in this radial drilling machine, that are the first movement, that is the vertical movement about the column. Second movement, that is the horizontal movement on the radial arm. And the third movement, that is the rotary movement about the vertical column. So these three movements are possible on the radial drilling machine, which are not possible in sensible and upright drilling machine. As we have discussed, in sensible drilling machine there is only one movement is possible, and that is the up and down movement or the feed movement of the drill bit. So if we want to drill a different number of holes at different location, then one must need to be operate workpiece and set it to a desired location after each and every operation, which is comparatively a time consuming process. Whereas in radial drilling machine, if one want to generate a different number of hole on these surfaces, then workpiece remains stationary and this drill tool can be moved at desired location with the help of these three different movements. So this is the advantage of radial drilling machine. So if we discuss in detail about the different parts available, so first part that we have discussed, that is the base, and it is similar to that of the sensible drilling machine, and it is a large rectangular casting shape and it is used to hold the work table at the other end. The second portion, that is the column, and it is cylindrical casting which is mounted vertically at one end of the base, and it also supports radial arm as shown over here, which may slide up and down on its face. Now the third part, that is the radial arm, and it is mounted on the column and extends horizontally over the base. And as we have discussed, this arm can swing around the column to any position over the work bed. Now the next part, that is the drill head, and it is mounted on the radial arm and drives drill spindle. And it can slide on guideway of the arm for adjusting position of the drill spindle with reference to the workpiece. This means this horizontal movement. And the last, that is the spindle drive and the fed mechanism, and For this movement there are two methods are available. That is the first method, that is the a constant speed motor mounted at extreme end of the radial arm, and the second, that is the vertical motor is fitted directly on the drill head by using gearbox multiple speeds by using gearbox and multiple speed, and feed can be obtained. So if we draw this radial drilling machine in 2D, one can compare all the parts available in actual drilling machine and the figure shown over here. So as we have shown over here, first movement, second movement and the third movement, and these three movement and its indication is most important as an exam point of view also, because this is the main advantage of this radial drilling machine over other different drilling machines. Now let us discuss about gang drilling machine and multi-spindle drilling machine. So first of all, let us have a look at this gang drilling machine. So from this figure we can see that on a single base there are different drills are provided. And each and every these drill bits have vertical column, different drills and different motors associated with each and every drilling machine. So if we can say, when a number of single spindle drilling machine column are placed side by side on a common base having common table, then this machine is called as the gang drilling machine. And in normal gang drilling machines, mostly 4 to 6 spindles are mounted. These gang drilling machines are mostly useful when number of operations are to be performed in succession on it. And as we have discussed, different motors are available for these different types of single spindle drilling machine, so speed and feed of the spindle are controlled independently, and this type of arrangement is used for mass production of the component. Similarly, one operator can perform all operation or more than one operator can operate simultaneously on same machine. So in gang drilling machine, if we summarize main two important parts, that is, first, on single base single spindle drilling machines are attached on the drilling machine. That means each and every drilling machine have common base, each have different drilling tool, and each and every drilling machine can be controlled independently as each and every one have separate motors available. Now if we discuss multi-spindle drilling machine, then the main function of this multi-spindle drilling machine is to drill a number of holes in a workpiece simultaneously. Means in this drilling machine, the drill head consists of the multiple drill bit, and all these drill bit are connected to the single motor. Means this single motor operates all these drill bits and number of holes can be generated simultaneously on the workpiece. This is also used for the mass production purpose. And as we have discussed, these machines are having several spindles driven by a single motor, and all spindles holding drills are fed into the workpiece simultaneously. So this feeding motion can be obtained by lowering the drill head or raising the table. That means this drill head can be moved in downward direction, or if the work table is available, then it can be moved in the upward direction. And the drill head with capacity to drive 50 spindles simultaneously. So this drill head has capacity based on the machinery, maximum 50 spindles can be operated simultaneously. So the basic difference between this gang and multi-spindle drilling machine, that is, first one is, on this gang drilling machine, separate drilling machines are mounted on the same base, whereas in multi-spindle drilling machine, single drilling machine having the drill head which have number of drilling tools. Each and every drill bit are operated independently with the separate motors, whereas in multi-spindle drilling machine, all the drill bits are operated with the help of the single motor. So this is the basic difference between this gang drilling machine and the multi-spindle drilling machine. So in this lecture we have discussed about most important machine that are also most important as an exam point of view. The first one, that is the radial drilling machine, in which the three different movements can be used for generating the holes at different location on the workpiece. And we have also discussed in our previous lectures that this radial drilling machine have three different types. It may be a plain radial drilling machine, semi-universal radial drilling machine, and universal radial drilling machine. And these three are different types based on the different movements can be obtained on the drilling machine that we have discussed. The next, that are the gang drilling machine and the multi-spindle drilling machine. And we have also discussed in detail what is the difference between this gang drilling and multi-spindle drilling machine. So from our next lecture onwards, we will start discussion about twist drill geometry. So looking forward to see you all in our next lecture. Up to then, thank you.